Hey guys, welcome back to a new video of DANIA. Um, it's I know it's been a little bit over a week since I even posted any Planko, but you know the reason why. I've been out traveling and I'm also editing a lot of vlogs while I am trying to get in some hours in Planko and all the other games that I play on the channel here. So it's a slow pace here now, guys, but I will eventually get on back on schedule with 2 or 3 uploads of Planko and then my other games on the side as well. That was just an FYI, so you guys know what's up. I have the Efteling vlog coming out this weekend, so there should be some more there to watch as well. And of course, I will try get some more stuff built in Blackmire and above end. And I'm also brainstorming a new series I want on the channel, Planko related, which I have high hopes for, but that is a series I might start with when DANIA is getting super close. Today, guys, I was trying to fill in some of the empty spaces we have around the restaurant here. So what I did is that I did this little Viking market, Plaza, call it what you want to call it, where I'm having these sort of small little tents or small stands that the Vikings have here, and they can sell stuff from. It won't actually be any active at all. It will mainly just be scenery bits, and then hopefully I can get people to walk in this little half circle here. I put a vista point down. You guys will see that later on, and hopefully I can get people to go in there and take a picture or whatever they do when the vista point is there. I didn't have any idea on how I wanted the shops, like which kind do I wanted the shops to be. It was mainly just me building some market stands here, and then later on I figure out what I will add to them, what they should sell. The first one here is kind of plain. It's not really having anything to sell. First of all, I just wanted to have all these sort of market stands to fill out the entire area to get a overview on how it looked. And it did make some market stands before. I did them in the Old Town area too, where we also have some markets. But I feel like I could make these sort of more Viking-ish, more old, how you say. So that's kind of like what I did. I'm making, I think it's 4. I'm making this, you saw first, the left one here, which I really don't know what will be yet. I might make it like a cloth, a weaver-ish, that sells blanket and stuff. The next one here I'm making is sort of a little shop. It's kind of like the guy that sells axes and stuff for the Vikings. And then the third one I'm gonna make is like some sort of a little meat stand. And then the last one I do is like pots and stuff. I actually think I make one more. Do I make 5? I can't remember. We'll see that in the end. But it is just for the look that I build these. They won't really have any super crazy impact to the area. I hope, as I say, the people will walk around in here. Otherwise, the area will kind of just mainly be for scenery, to be honest. But I don't mind that. It's okay, because it definitely gives the area around the restaurant here a little bit more stuff instead of just a green area. And one good thing I can share is that the Viking area is very close to be finished now, guys. It's mainly just the detailing around the coaster and river rapids I'm gonna do, and I might do a little video of that as well. I got some ideas for all the theme parks I've been traveling. I gotta say though, just FYI, the river rapids there is in Elizabeth called Colorado, I think. Man, that's such a fun river rapids. I can't wait to show you guys that in the vlog, but it's such a fun river rapids. You get so wet and it's just so wild. I love it. And it definitely gave me some ideas to what I can add to my own river rapids here at the Viking. I still need a name for it though. Haven't found a name for it, but hopefully that will come the more I build. I wasn't entirely sure what more to add after you've seen me add this market and also the ride skin I'm doing. It's nothing fancy. It's the whirly rig. I felt it was fittable here, and I wanted one more ride in the Viking area. So now we have the boat ride, and we have the river rapids, the GCI, we have the Viking ship, and we're gonna have the whirly rig now. So this area is gonna be cram-packed with rides and restaurants and shops and whatnot. So hopefully the Viking area will be one of the most active areas in the park when we start to open up for a little bit more guests. Here I took the water basin and kind of like made some wood pieces around it, and then just fill up the entire area here to make it feel Viking-ish, and just, you know, make it look nice and organic and kind of like fittable for the surrounds here that I'm doing. I didn't really know how to continue, how you say, on this little thing here, because I didn't want to do it overly detailed with stuff here, because as I say, it's not going to be used as much, but it just does the job when you have all these sort of detailing around this particular area here. What I'm doing here is that you see me do the little, I add the cobblestone as some sort of little path here, and I do that in the entire way around, and it actually looks super cool. I like how it turned out, and you will also see at the end result when I add more to it that it actually does the job. I don't know about the signs here, if I want to have the restaurant and Main Street signs, but for now it is like that. I'm also making a better transition, like a path going from the Main Street to the Viking area, but I'm not doing that in the video, mainly just doing that off camera. Because I felt like that I needed to have some sort of a path going from the Main Street to the Viking area as well, so you don't need to go all the way around the Main Street to get to these areas. So that's also something more I wanted to do, because you guys know I'm not super, I don't like the layout of my park, because one thing took another, and now the layout is kind of messed up, if you ask me. It's still organized area-wise, but if you just look at the layout in general, it's not a good layout for a park. So I also want to try make some new shortcuts and stuff for the guests, and try and make it more real. So that's also kind of like what I want to do, but that's also something off camera. But as you guys know, I'm going for the 100th episode, so when that hits, the park should be done, and we are at 87 now, so we're getting very close now, guys. And I gotta say, every time I want to do a POV or something for the coasters or rides, I found something on it that I miss or something, and then I stop it, and then I fix it, and then I forget it. But hopefully at the end we will get some POVs, guys. I'm so sorry to postpone it so many times now. But for me, it's just, I just prioritize just to finish it, just to build and not stop, you know, because the more you stop, the less you build, you know. Like, I hate stopping while I build because it really ruins the groove. But nevertheless, here I'm making the little meat tent here. I thought these sort of little, I think it's from the World's Fair pack. These sort of Moorish canvas here, they're working very good at this. So I felt like this was kind of what it needed here. Some of the scarecrow sticks, kind of like to make it look supportive, because we have these sort of sticks coming out of this sort of little awning here, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So I had to find a way to make it look nice, so they didn't just stick out in the thin air here. So I'm just fiddling around a little bit with all these market stands here, guys, and I'm quite satisfied on the turnout of it. And also when you see the entire area here, it's quite actually, it's almost done actually. So I think that I'm gonna continue on the river rapids, try to detail that next time, because I feel like I can finish off the Viking area in 1 or 2 more episodes actually, not even kidding. And then even have the coaster of the Holger coaster, get that made too, so I can get that out of the way. Because that's also come a Wombats coaster, And it's really nice coaster. I can't wait to show you guys the POV with all the theming and all that stuff. So something I also do in this video is I'm making some statues. You know, I was struggling a lot with the idea on how I could proceed the statue idea. But I have to say, the more I added and the more I built, the Viking statues kind of came out of itself. I used the stalagmites as the beard, and then I used the little Valkyrie helmet as the helmet, of course. But I don't know yet if I will use the helmet for that. We will see. But it does really look nice though. But you guys will see that the further we go into the video. I'm detailing a lot here, guys. Just doing the basic stuff I usually do. Trying to add some stuff, filling out the gaps and, you know, all the clutter, and yeah, same old same. But I will come back to you guys at the end of the video, because it's mainly just the things I've been saying that I do. And then I will talk a little bit more, guys. So enjoy the music and see you soon. Alright guys, welcome back. You see me do a little bit more stuff here. You actually saw me build the entire little market stands that you have seen me doing here. I built 5 and all of them kind of like has their own purpose. Like we got something to sell grapes, we got someone selling meat, weapons, clothing, pots. Everything kind of like what resembles a Viking market. Maybe I should have gone with fish. I also thought about it, but I was like, then I have to start making some fish. And I've know people have made fish before with the pieces in game, but I'm just not feeling making that. So, and I think if I have to make fish, I can make it towards the boat ride station, which is more of a dock. So that's what I'm gonna do. This little area here you see with the green stuff where I'm placing a little bit of rocks. I don't actually know what to build here. I'm just thinking maybe some shrubs and stuff, because it's not really, I can't really build anything there, because if I do, then it will take like the view of the coaster, the station of the river rapids and all that stuff. So I want to keep it as low as I can and not having any peaks behind it. So my other thing I'm doing here is that I said to you guys that I'm doing this little ride skin for the whirly rig. It's something I was thinking of, and also something Wombat suggested to me I should try, and then I was kind of like, yeah, I kind of had the same idea, so why not just go with it? So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to make a big shield that's gonna be the background of the whirly rig here. So my goal was to try make it as the other shields I've done, but I had to use a lot of pieces if I had to do it as on the same way as I did the small sign shields. I mean, so what I'm doing here is that I'm using the shapes, and then afterwards I go in and add a lot more stuff to it. Right now I'm just mainly making a template just to see how it actually would look in the back of the ride here before I end up trim it and give it a lot more detailing. So right now this is only the template. I will finish it off at the end of the video as well, but just so you guys know that this is not the entire finished result when it's done. It's mainly just to see how it would look behind the whirly rig and how it would move with it and stuff. So no need to panic, it will be finished. After this, I'm actually just adding some fences and stuff, just trying to make this area look nice. And as I say, the area is quite finished now. There's not really so much stuff to add here. The restaurant is also done. We got the interior of the station, which is done. It's, you see, everything, it's slow paced, but we're getting there, guys. Rather slow than not doing anything at all, right? So, and I kind of get a hunch. I know it's also summer vacation and all that stuff, but I do kind of get a hunch that lots of you people are waiting for something new, like a series, as I mentioned, because I feel like the interest of a lot of my series have gone a little bit down, and I totally get that. So I've also said to myself that whatever projects I'm doing next, I will try keep them a little bit smaller. That's a fact, and also having it more consistent, or how you say, and also have it so people know, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and there will not be added more. So I'm definitely thinking about a smaller mini park, way smaller than DANIA here, and also way less pieces and all that stuff. And I also want to try work out with some of the new rides we got in the game. I also want to make a new coaster series, all that stuff, guys. I'm not done with Planko at all, even though this park here would take the most out of me. But I'm stubborn, so we will finish this park. And as I said, there's only 12 episodes left, which will make the DANIA park finished. And I just can't wait to finally say to you guys, it's done. But there's a little bit time left. I'm hoping that the end of next month, August, that the park will actually be finished. And then I can focus on getting Blackmire done too. And then me and Operateur can fiddle around with above end as we have done the last few months here. So lots more to come, guys. So stay energetic and exciting, because I am. And yeah. Afterwards, you also saw me do that little statue there, as I explained in the before I put the music on, where I make this little Valkyria helmet and stuff. And also, that's kind of like a question I wanted to ask you guys. Do you think it works well? Okay, I know it's not super Viking-ish, but it has kind of like that Nordic vibe to it, which kind of represents Viking. So I think it's okay, but I think it's not too difficult to try make my own Viking helmet if it comes to it. But yeah. Leave your comments down below, guys, if you have any suggestions or feedback you want to share, because I'm always up for it, guys. As I do here, I'm making the little shield for the guardians or the statues, which I thought was okay to use it like this. And also, now when I already have the statue, I'm definitely going to use this kind of statue for the Hulker too, because there is this statue where he's sitting down, like a Danish statue we have here in Denmark, near Kronborg Slot. He's sitting there, and I think if I can kind of like make it like this and just paint him white instead and have him in front of the coaster, I think that will actually work quite well. So that's also something I need to do. You also see in the back here, I've raised the wall a little bit, so the plain side of the Main Street walls is not that noticeable. And that's also what I need to do, try to make a little hidden away concrete boxy building around the inside of these walls here. So you don't really see it, but you just go through it when you come through the main street. And then also has some sort of a shops down there, in there. You also see that, you've seen that in Wallaby, you see that in a lot of stuff where you actually go through this little passage, and then there are some shops and stuff, and then you actually go inside where you have this big plaza and this huge Ferris wheel. The more I added here, the more ideas I actually got to what I could do in the Viking area, and also finishing off. And as you can see, the other side where we have this little plaza with the raptor, no, the golden eagle and some shops, and this Monteleon ride as well, I'm also gonna add some more stuff there too. But that's probably gonna be off camera. The things I'm gonna record is mainly the things where I know that here I'm gonna do a lot of detailing, and that might be a good video. So everything that I know is gonna be super boring and stuff, like trigger work and do like the rest of the dog ride section I have in the entire park, that will also be something I do off camera, because I don't think it's very interesting, and I don't really like working with triggers either, so I don't know if I can make the video enjoyable as well. But as you guys can see here, we're almost at the end. I'm doing the last bits on the shield to the ride, because as I said, now I had the template, so now I could kind of like detail it a little bit more, so it can actually look like a proper shield at the end. So that's what I'm doing here now. I'm adding some icing pieces and just trying to give it some more trim work and kind of like make it look like a shield, you know. I'll probably make a little bit more to the queue, and also maybe a sign. I haven't really found a name yet. I think I'm calling it the Guardians or something, the ride here, since it's surrounded by these big statues and this big shield. So I thought the Guardian for the Whirly Rig would be a proper name, even though it sounds badass and the ride itself is kind of meh. But nevertheless, guys, we're at the end here now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a like, and remember to share your thoughts, feedback, whatever you want to share with me in the comments down below. I always do appreciate it, guys. So have an awesome day, guys, and yeah, be safe, take care, and I will see you in the next video. And thanks so much for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Enjoy the cinematics. Bye bye, guys.